moving into the supermarket industry in the States. They built behind closed doors a complete supermarket. People are prototyping this stuff, so how can we not prototype everything that we have as an idea in tech products? We can turn it around in hours rather than these can be weeks. Another, and I won't dwell on this one because I actually think art has done a phenomenal job of talking to some of this stuff in Ruxandra yesterday. But one of the things that I find really useful is trying to link back your designs to your original insights. Because actually those insights can be incredibly important for your brand and marketing message. So we've had some good talks on this subject, but don't just think if you're designing your UI and you go out and get insight around UI that you should only apply that insight to UI. You should apply it across everything. We talked about how that holistic view is important. So this is a self-warming baby bottle that we did the strategy for the business, the product, the brand. And one of the things we learned very early on was the importance of the humanness in the actual design of the product. And so we reflected that across everything, the packaging, the messaging, the branding. You can even see the colors reflect that stuff. As and when you initially are testing stuff in the market, I think we're strong advocates for being open. So I think Innocent is a great branding example for that. I'm inspired by their first line here. This is their ethics on their homepage. We sure aren't perfect, but we're trying to do the right thing. It's just a lovely, honest claim. Any company this is true for all of us. So why not put it out there? It bonds with the consumer. I think it becomes an interesting imperative actually in itself. This honesty actually forms an emotional lock. You sort of befriend a company rather than transact with it. So openness, honesty, transparency are incredibly useful. So now we're moving into the final design. I did a talk on this yesterday, so I won't dwell on it, but it's just a reminder. Like you're as strong as or as weak in the journey, you're as strong or as weak as the weakest point in your whole business model. So take care over every aspect. That's partly why we go through the exercises here that we do. And that includes the non-consumer facing stuff. So final three from me. The next one, we've talked a lot about build it, ship it. You can call it launching to learn. But this mindset, I think, is absolutely the future. You can gain insights, you can have conversations, but ultimately there will be stuff you don't know. And the best way to learn the stuff you don't know is to stick it out in the market.